What's up, guys? Alex Keeson here. Good morning, and I want to welcome you to yet another week, wonderful week of a brand new month. So now we are in the month of May. So congratulations. There's still obviously it's just the beginning of a new month, but it's a really exciting one, and I think there's what it is. It kind of starts off with many different opportunities that we had ahead of us, all the different plans. I know many people that are still in school are coming up to their perhaps in most cases last month of schooling, whether it's regular grade school, universities. And this is really exciting because this is a time to really push and grind and kind of finish up on the strong note if you're in that environment. But also it's applied, or you can be viewed the same exact way in any other environment in the place of business, because you're in most cases you're coming up in the second quarter, and there's a lot of goals and objectives that you have to hit for your business, for your clients and your customers. So there's and also that not less important, probably even more important, is you also have to this is the time where you also reset your goals for the upcoming month. Plan out your weeks, plan out your days, and know exactly where you're going, and also what results you're hoping to achieve. And that kind of takes me into a quick chat that I wanted to share with you guys today, and that's really owning the results that you're set, owning the outcomes, more importantly, of those actions that you take to achieve those results. And a lot of us, when we plan something, and things don't always go the way that we intend for it to go, and that's a good thing, because we do learn from our mistakes, from our failures, and we also learn from our successes as well. But when you set those goals, when you set those expectations, and you say I'm going to accomplish X, then if something doesn't go according to plan, and you run into an obstacle, and it took you a while to overcome, and in the meantime you missed the important a point where when you miss those results, and you have to pretty much start over, or you coming in late. I mean, one of those, whatever that may be, owning the result is where we have to really come in and actually take the ownership of our actions and accept them, and make the figure out what was the cause of that failure, and then what do you also figure out what are the key takeaways from that particular experience, from that life lesson, that you're going to take away with you and use it in the future projects that you're going to take on, and in the future plan goals that you're going to set. Because it's easy to say, well, I did fail, and something was not right, or perhaps there was not a right situation. Perhaps you begin blaming some other people for your own lack of follow through and for your own failure. And you'll start looking and pointing a finger to someone who you're blaming for your own mistakes, where what you should be doing, and instead of pointing blame and finding someone or the situation to blame, is really analyze and do your own self-analysis and figure out what you did, where you dropped the ball in that particular situation, and figure out what are the takeaways that you need to learn from, so it doesn't happen again. Because at the end of the day, whatever happens, whether it's a potential the failure or a roadblock, or a situation doesn't go as well as you expected, it all boils down to you and what you do with that situation, and what actions you've taken, the people you worked with, and then as a result of your delegation, or your lack of follow-through, that all the checkpoints were not checked, or perhaps there was in a way a lack of trust that you were not given to your team or team members on that particular project, perhaps they were ready to run on their own and take a certain actions, make sure that the goals that you've set for them are actually get accomplished. But perhaps because of your lack of follow-through or your lack of support, they were not able to get accomplished. So whichever way, whatever the situation you may be looking at, always look at from perspective as you as a leader owning the situation, whether it's in your own personal life and where it's only perhaps involved, that situation involves yourself and something perhaps you did not achieve that you were hoping to achieve. Or it's in the team environment or corporate environment or sports or wherever you may be in that larger team setting, then or larger business. You always look at the situation from your own self-analysis and what you have done or what you have not done to make sure that that project or that goal or that objective that you set and the expectation is successful. Always look from their perspective and what what is it you can take away, and owning those particular mistakes that you potentially made during the process, learning from them, and make sure that they don't happen in the future. Because of course, as I'm sure you guys understand, that if you're repeating the same mistake twice, it's at that point it's not a mistake, it's a choice. So make sure that you're not repeating those mistakes twice. You learn from the mistakes, but also what's most importantly, as a takeaway from this whole video, is you need to make sure you own your own mistakes and your own failures and learn from them, and don't dwell on the mistakes for a long time, where at that point it becomes self-pity and you just not really moving anywhere forward. But learn from them and make sure that you add in build up on your strengths and learn from improve on your opportunity areas, ask for feedback, and then execute based on those takeaways. But be the owner of those situation, because everything that happens, good or bad, everything starts and ends with you. So you're the one who the only person that you would be looking at if something doesn't go according to plan. Always do some self-evaluation and self-research. And that was it for today. I would love to hear your feedback. Please feel free to share that in the comments, and I will definitely look forward to speaking with you guys soon. And enjoy have a great day, have a great week, and also have a wonderful month of May. This was Alex Keeson. Wish you the best, wish you a lot of success and whatever you do, and always continue to learn and grow yourself. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.